From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
No, excuse me, this is really awkward. Did you say John?
Yeah, that's your name.
No. I'm Cinderella.
Oh.
Cinderella.
When did that happen?
Cinderella.
Okay, Cinderella, you picked a great time to join us here on Cult of Joshi because this episode is all about the Cinderella Tournament 2026.
It's my tournament. Let's talk about it.
Yes, we are so excited. We wanted to put out this just honed in, focused preview of the Cinderella Tournament 2026 because it is right around the corner. It is just about to start.
Oh, so excited.
It is the 12th annual version of this tournament. So it's been going on for over a decade now, and it is a prestigious win to get in Stardom.
It is. I love this. It's exciting. I always love the pomp and circumstance of it.
I know. It's so fun.
And I know they changed that up, right? I think back to us watching it with Tam and Julia and everybody out there in their dresses. And it was like the coolest spectacle ever.
I know. There's just something so glamorous about everyone in a big princess ball gown. I mean, it's wonderful.
It was one of those things like where we grabbed each other. You know what I mean? Like where it was like,
oh!
We're
such fangirls.
I just love it so much.
Yes, the Cinderella is so wonderful. Every single year around this time in March, we get the Cinderella Tournament. It's a single elimination tournament, so it doesn't last very long, not like a 5-star Grand Prix. But while it's here, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. We have all these fun singles matches, but, you know, if you lose, you're out. One loss and you're out of the tournament. You don't get to keep fighting for that wish at the end of the tournament.
Stakes, buddy.
The stakes are crazy because this is not like the 5-star where it's like you get a title match, right? This is a wish. Literally anything your heart desires because you're Cinderella.
Right.
So you get to make a wish to your fairy godmother.
Exactly. You can win and wish for a death match.
You could. You could wish for a Cinderella-themed hardcore match and no one will look at you sideways because it's your wish and you can do what you want with it.
They're going to look at her sideways.
They will, but she's allowed to do that, right?
She is. That's the cool part about it is it's that one time when, and I don't care who comes on, you know, listen, to all young Joshi performers, when you come out on stage and you're like a cool character, it doesn't mean you have to go, I don't want to wear the dress.
Yeah.
You can keep your stupid dress. You know, because listen, we've heard that before. It doesn't matter how far back in time you go. There was women in caveman times, and they had some Cinderella caveman tournament, and they would have been saying the same thing. But we know the truth. Everybody wants to dress. Everyone
wants to wear the Cinderella dress and hold the glass slipper.
Respect the damn dress.
Yes, so this tournament has had some crazy winners in the past. I'm talking Mayu Iwatani, Toni Storm, Momo Watanabe, Julia, Saya Kamatani, and Mirai. And so winning this tournament, I mean, just in the past 2 years, Hanan and Sayaka rising to the win of the Cinderella tournament, it really puts you in a position of like, it gives you the grandeur, right?
Just reading those names makes it sound like it's a very much King of the Ring type thing, like where, you know, it used to launch the careers of many people. And I know it wasn't always a hit, you know, but most of the time, the winner of a King of the Ring was destined for greatness. And that sounds like that. When you read that name, that's a murderer's row, man.
It is. And it's kind of the same because, I mean, you're not a king in this sense, but you are a princess,
You are.
So this year's Cinderella Tournament is kicking off just in a couple of days here on March 6th. And it is different in that we're having two opening round nights because there are so many competitors in this year's tournament.
I love it.
It is double the size of last year's Cinderella Tournament.
I love it.
Going from 16 competitors to 32.
Makes it feel important.
It does. So we've got a huge field of competitors from all over the world, and they are competing for this wish, and it's going to be some really great matches. Even these first round matches, some of them are kind of mind-blowing just to be happening in the first round.
Yeah, they either put a lot of thought in these first round matches or they randomly did it and they're like, holy crap, we made some good matches.
Look at what we did.
Yeah.
So the schedule for this year's Cinderella Tournament, we kick off on March 6th and March 7th back to back. Both of these nights will hold first round matches, and it's sort of like left side of the tournament on the 6th, right side of the tournament on the 7th, and then they kind of clash in the middle, right? So we will see finalists on both of these nights. We just don't know who they're going to be yet. And those two first round matches will be held in Chunichi Hall in Nagoya. And then one night after the first round ends, on the 8th of March, we will go right over to Korakuen Hall for the entire second round of the tournament. A few days later on the 11th, also in Korakuen Hall, will be the quarterfinals. And then on the 15th of March in Yokohama Budokan, on pay-per-view, will be both the semifinals and the finals of the Cinderella Tournament, where we get to see someone don the Cinderella dress.
So 5 nights of action in roughly a week.
Yeah.
And just incredible venues, rabid fans. I mean, it's going to be, but you got to think, man, if you're in that tournament, you know, you're going March 6th, March 7th, you know, you won't have to, well, the March 6th won't have to do March 7th, but you could have the thing where you're March 7th and you're March 8th.
You could, yeah. If you win March 7th, you have to wrestle on March 8th. There's no getting around it.
So you definitely want to be night one.
Yeah, I think these night one girls definitely have a little bit of a heads up there because they don't have to wrestle 2 nights in a row.
Right.
But I wouldn't count any of those March 7th girls out because they're all tough as nails.
They are.
But we're going to talk about these first round matches because there are 16 of them, split 8 and 8 between the 2 days. And on March 6th, we will kick things off with Hanan versus Momo Kogo. So getting right into it with a former Cinderella winner here against her own stablemate in Stars, Momo Kogo. So it's hard to discount Hanan in a situation like this. She's an incredible wrestler and the leader of Stars.
She's one of the few girls in the whole Fed that feels like any match she's in, I don't care if it was for the World or Wonder or whatever, that she could win and like a legitimate chance of winning. You know, tag team, singles, it doesn't matter.
She has that spirit.
She's that good, and I think we've all been waiting since the Cinderella in 2024 for that breakout. You know, we've been waiting for that. I remember with 5-star before that, like you keep waiting for that breakout, and the breakouts have occurred in little things like, you know, the friendship with Mariah May and the Dynamite Princess or whatever.
Yes,
you know?
yes, Sexy Dynamite Princess.
So I mean,
the Wingori title run.
The Wingori title run. The matches were just classic, incredible. She's had those incredible classic matches. She's had that, like, where she's on the precipice of just going and breaking out, and it just hasn't really materialized yet.
Right.
So, you know, this could be a wonderful launching board.
It could be, and I know there's one particular thing we're all hoping Hanan will do in the near future, and that is go after the Wonder of Stardom championship.
It is, and it would also put her in some very rarefied air, right?
It would, because if she wins this year, she would be a 2-time Cinderella winner. That's only happened twice before with Mayu Iwatani and Mirai, both of who won the tournament in back-to-back years, which is kind of crazy. And Hanan is only one of 2 former winners in this year's tournament. Wow. So only 2 people have the opportunity to become a 2-time winner this year. And Hanan, I think, will definitely get past this first round.
She's definitely in my favorites.
Momo Kogo has done fantastic stuff this last year. She's really made a case for herself, but Hanan is just indomitable in these situations.
Agreed.
The next match is Waka Tsukiyama versus Rana Yagami. So we have a little like senior versus junior moment here. Waka seems very, very confident in her ability to beat Rana Yagami. I think in the press conference she said, "I know what you do. You kick. So all I have to do is avoid that."
Yeah.
And I mean, Is she wrong? Is she that wrong?
I mean, it's like, what do? Throw your butt around.
Exactly.
So all I have to do is avoid your butt or kick your butt.
Oh, there you go. Rana, I think, has what it takes to win this match. I think it would make sense for her to go on to the second round here over Waka Tsukiyama, but I have seen Waka do crazier things. She did get 0 points in the 5-star last year. I got
a little bit of favor going toward the Karate Girl trio from God's Eye.
Oh, yes.
The 3 karate girls, they've even started taking pictures together talking about that.
Right, yeah, we've mentioned them before.
And I just love it with them together. So I'm very much, I mean, come on, Rana's like a mascot for this show.
Yeah, she has become sort of like a favorite, right, of the Cult of Joshi. But having a first round match against Waka is going to be a great learning experience. And if she wins this match, she will face either Hanan or Momo Kogo. So
it's really, I mean, we throw that in the bucket like it's going to just happen. But you're right. I mean, it is a junior versus the senior in a important match. It could honestly be Waka.
It could go the other way very easily.
It could.
I have no doubt about that. But in my heart, I feel that Rana's going to win.
I think it's Rana.
The next match is one that I think a lot of people they're either really excited or really upset about it. And I think that showed in these, like, those two sides showed in the two people in this match during the press conference. Because we will see Kikyo Furusawa versus Maki Ito. And Maki, bless her heart, was very, very sad that this was a first round match. She was like, I thought we would meet later. I don't want to face my Ito Respect Army mate. She was crying. Yes. She was just all out, like, tears during the press conference. And then Kikyo had to smack some sense into her and be like, you're the cutest in the world. I'm the second cutest in the world. This is our chance to show who's the best.
So Kikyo and Maki Ito, if you've heard the kids saying funny little things in the last couple of years, and you've heard the term aura farming. So if you want to see 2 aura farmers, there was nothing but aura on that stage when these 2 were up there, because something about them together, listen, it brings the best out of Kikyo. Out of nowhere, right? Because Kikyo, hey, this is a cute little girl in the red and black. She looked like $1 million in this.
She did. I mean, she just had all the confidence and
played so presence. Well. She played the straight guy so well.
She did.
To the wacky comedy. It's great. I love that sort of Penn and Teller thing they have. I love that with them. They need to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
And I love the thing of no, master, no, and she slapped Maki Ito for crying. Kikyo did. And was like, master, why are you crying?
Yes.
This is a wonderful thing. I wanted to face you in the finals, but I am looking forward to facing you, in this match. Yeah. And we'll show everybody, that's such a, I felt like I was watching an anime.
Yeah, she's very excited young Padawan, isn't she?
Yeah. I truly felt like, this is an anime.
Yes, it felt very anime. They have so much character, and they're so funny, and they just work so perfectly together that it's almost like a match made in heaven. Like they were always meant to be together, but now they're gonna have to face off against each other. Once Maki got a hold of herself, once Kikyo helped her, she kind of sunk into that deep, serious Maki Ito voice that she has, and she said, it doesn't matter who wins, because whoever wins this match will go on to win the tournament. Sell the Cinderella dress to buy more Ito Respect Army shirts, and it'll all be cool. Everything will be fine.
I do believe that Maki Ito has this.
Yes. Maki Ito's more than likely going to win this match because Kikyo, to her credit, who has been learning very much since Maki took her under her wing, so far as even her dance, like move for move, she's still very young in her career. So I think Maki may have a few things, like, it's one of those, I taught you everything you know, but not everything I know sort of situations. They haven't been together that long yet.
Hell yeah.
So in the next match, a very interesting matchup here between Sariano and Fuwa-chan. And Fuwa-chan's another one of those characters, one of those sort of anime-esque people who's just very animated. And she did a lot of talking at the press conference. She was very up in Sariano's face, kind of like I don't even really care about the Cinderella tournament or all this. I just want to wrestle and learn more and do more things. And she's just screaming at the top of her lungs. It was crazy. Yeah. She's insane.
Yeah, she is, man. And it was a lot of fire, a lot of vigor.
Yes.
It was funny. It was funny, but Fuwa-chan's dangerous.
She is.
She's very talented, very athletic. So I think that she's just saying, hey, how would it be like if you got beat by a rookie?
Yeah.
And I think that I can do this. I think that that's great. You can keep your dress, you can keep all that stuff. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking, like you said, I'm looking for the experience, and I'm looking for the upset.
Yeah.
So it's a fun thing because we've seen that Fuwa-chan's not your normal rookie. She's come in the top part of the card. So it's very interesting. The matchup's very interesting. Honestly, this is a toss-up for me. Normally, I would say it's a rookie versus Soriano.
I know. Normally, the choice is very clear, right? And Soriano was very cool and collected, as she always is. So it's a very different style. Like, the way that they bounce off each other is very opposites attract.
We've seen Soriano eat some pins recently.
We have. She hasn't had the best time recently.
A couple in the same night.
She is Soriano, and this is a singles match, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's hard for me not to just pick Soriano to win this match, because she's the veteran. She's been doing this a lot longer. Fuwa-chan, for all of her excitement and engagement, she does still have those rookie moments, right? Where she can't always match the experience of who she's facing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Soriano.
I think Soriano is definitely the pick, and seeing her against Maki Ito will be very fun in the next round. The next match that we have listed is Fukigen Death versus Aya Sakura. Fukigen Death did not make the press conference. Aya Sakura did, and she had a mop and bucket with her. Very Cinderella of her, and she was going to clean the entire arena that the press conference was in after they were done, which isn't very nice of her.
Good old JR used to have a saying about crazier than a pet coon.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally realize that she is absolutely a pet coon.
Yes.
She is one of the craziest girls.
I don't know where she gets it, man.
The stuff that we saw with the Maki Ito build up.
Yes.
Aya Sakura has went off the rails.
Yeah, and she just continues.
I love it. It's absolutely what she needed. It makes her not just another girl.
Uh-huh.
And she's funny, but she's funny in a straight guy way.
Yeah, and she's trying to be really serious, but it's funny the way she's doing it.
She came up with this idea, and instead of Rina Yamashita, she came up with the idea and was just this is the greatest idea of all time. I'm going to show them that I'm a Cinderella, and I'm embodying the idea of Cinderella.
It's so funny because it really feels like in her head, she's like, this is the best thing that I've ever done, and I'm going to win, and I'm going to be the best wrestler in the world. But on the outside, she's stomping around screaming, and everyone's laughing at her. It's amazing. I think we definitely saw a little bit of it when she was going against Hanako for the future belt, all the fights they had. Then it just escalated with Maki Ito. And now in the Cinderella, she's going against Fukigen Death, who wasn't there, but we can only imagine she would have said, Des, the whole time. I think Aya Sakura is going to win in the first round.
I agree.
She's dead set to be Cinderella this year. And her tag team partner, Sayaka Kurara, has already been Cinderella last year. So I think Aya definitely feels she has something to prove in that arena.
I agree. And it scares me that we're the same on all these so far.
That just means we're going to be either all right or all wrong.
Yeah, it normally spells disaster for us.
Well, the next match is a very interesting match between Hanako and Yuria Hime. And we've recently seen a lot of contention between these two because Hanako is the future of Stardom champion, and Yuria has her eyes on that belt, and she has been very adamant about trying to get a shot at it. Hanako, her deadline for the future of Stardom championship is coming up on March 25th. That'll be the 3rd anniversary of her debut in wrestling, which means once we hit that date, she's no longer eligible to hold the future of Stardom championship. And originally, she wanted to defend the championship in the Cinderella tournament, which is crazy. But Yuri Hime, to her credit, said, I don't want to face you for the championship in this first round match. I want to prove myself by beating you in this first round match, and then I want to face you for the Future of Stardom Championship.
It's commendable, but stupid.
She could have had the chance.
Take the chance.
If you're going to win the match anyway, you might as well take the championship while you're at it, right? Yeah.
So, I know that you and I talked beforehand when we were watching the presser, and you very much were like, well, she might beat Hanako because of the time limit coming up and, go on and win the belt.
Yes.
So when we were talking about that, and you said the thing about that coming up, I was like, well, that's what's happening. It's a TLD. There's going to be a time limit draw in this match.
Oh, you think
which
so?
Still gets her a title shot.
That would be crazy because I'm not sure how TLDs will be handled in the Cinderella, but in past experience in single elimination, that usually means both people are out, right? Of the tournament.
Yeah, they'll both be out.
So that would suck for Yuria. I kind of want her to go far in this tournament, but I could totally see it happening at the same time.
Well, she'll be out of this, but she'll be getting a title shot.
True. And Yuria Hime is definitely Future of Stardom material. So,
but she's not white belt or red belt material, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, not yet. Whoever wins this match would go on to face Fukigen Death or Aya Sakura, so we'll probably have Aya Sakura versus Hanako or Yuria, which is going to be fun anyway. So even if they don't progress, I guess Aya will just get a bye.
She would.
So good for her if that happens. The next match in the first round is Rion versus Yuna Mizumori. And I have a lot of thoughts about the way this press conference face-off went down.
This was very odd.
Rion in her plastic bag Cinderella dress, like shuffling around, making the most noise a person can possibly make.
There's a lot of noise and surround sound.
It was like windbreakers came back times 1,000.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then Yuna Mizumori dressed, like you said, like Lady Gaga, with spikes all over because she's a pineapple.
She was actually wearing a corset on the outside.
Yeah, it was like a breastplate.
I guess they're always on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a breastplate of spikes. It was insane looking with a tutu. She looked great, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. She looked really cool. But Rion, I don't know what's wrong with her when it comes to the Cinderella press conferences. Last year, she's all up in Azusa and Naba's face like, you're a child, I can drink. She's like, drink. That's where Stone Cold Rion was born, right?
Yeah.
And then this year, she did a similar gag, but she acted like Yuna Mizumori can't drink alcohol when Yuna's older than her, and gave her a juice box with a straw of tropical juice. It was so silly. Yeah. And Yuna took it. She's like, yeah, okay, I'll take that juice.
Yeah, no, it was very weird. She's a weird cat, man.
Rion is interesting.
I think Rion is a very weird cat. She's very much the what's the girl in the Harry Potter series dad had the nibbler or whatever?
Luna Lovegood.
Luna Lovegood. So that's what I think of.
That's so good. Yes.
When I see her, she's like the Looney Luna. She
really is.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with her.
She's lovable. And you kind of like her, you know, she's fun to be around or whatever, but she's completely batshit crazy.
Rion has a very dedicated fan base, okay? Like, people love Rion, and I see why. I love her, too. And Yuna, she went full, like, maniacal heel on this one. She tore Rion's dress off of her and then, like, hugged her so that all the spikes were poking into her. It was crazy.
Rion's that quiet, strange little girl in school that had a ton of friends.
Yes. That, like, everyone liked her.
Yeah, everybody likes her. She's just funny, and she says little quiet things that are completely just horrible.
Right, and everyone's like, Rion.
Yeah.
Well, there is another layer to this with Yuna being the high-speed champion. You know, if Rion were to beat her in this match, that would give her a title shot. We've seen Rion run off with the high-speed title in the past, so that's totally an eventuality that could happen. But I don't know, man. I think I would like to see Rion win this match, I think.
Well, I mean, I'll put an R on that for you because it's not going to happen.
You think Yuna's going?
Yeah, there's going to be some pine speed.
It's really hard because they're going to face the winner of this next match, and I know a second round match I'd love to see. But the final match in this night of the opening round is Natsupoi versus Tabata from CMLL. So this is a really fun matchup. I love seeing matchups that we don't normally get to see, and I love having people in tournaments that aren't like Stardom regulars. You know, Tabata's been here a couple weeks. She's been making the rounds, but now she's in deep in the Cinderella Tournament, which is really, really cool for her. But Natsupoi is Natsupoi. And when she gets into tournament mode, watch out. She's scary.
Yeah, she's a killer. When she calls herself a fairy, look up the history of fairies at some point.
Yes, the Fae are not cutesy.
Yeah, the Fae are not cutesy unless you're watching a Disney movie, okay? And I think she is the traditional fairy.
Don't tell her your real name.
Yeah, she's beautiful and charming and the devil.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think Natsupoi hands down takes it off Tabata.
I think so too. Natsupoi has some very specific ideas about what she wants to do if she wins this tournament that involve her husband Shingo Takagi.
That guy.
She wants to have like a whole public wedding ceremony. She is adamant. She's like, screw privacy. I don't care about being private. This is my home and the ring, same thing.
Yeah.
You guys are all gonna deal with it, and I'm gonna use company money to have a wedding ceremony. She's so funny.
Yeah, she's talking about how she was fired up and stuff about all that too. So
yeah, so Tabata I think is going to put on a great match here with Natsupoi, but I do think Poi is going to take it, and I can see your Yuna argument from that standpoint. If we get a run back of Yuna versus Natsupoi,
you'd be good.
Who?
But be really good.
I do think Natsupoi. So out of that first night, we disagree on one match.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be the deciding
point
go. For either of us. That brings us to the 7th, and we kick off this night with another former Cinderella Tournament winner from last year, Sayaka Kurara versus Saki Kashima. These two have a history. Saki Kashima was like really enamored with Sayaka Kurara up until the point that Sayaka forced Saki into a match with Bozilla, and now she hates her. So Sayaka was very apologetic about that. She's like, I hope we can make things up in this match. I don't foresee this going like quick Kishi Kaisei win for Saki Kashima this year. Yeah, I think Sayaka's probably going to win, considering her current trajectory toward Sayaka Kamitani in the red belt.
No, I agree, man. I agree. I think that Sayaka Kurara is going to win. I think it'll be funny.
It'll be funny.
And short.
Yes, it'll probably be a pretty quick match, but Sayaka's definitely going to win this one.
This next match is going to be my shocker of the whole tournament.
Oh, this next one. Ane Kanaya versus Tomoka Inaba. Ane just has such a presence about her. And during the presser, she called herself the weakest member of Stardom, which I don't agree with. She's extremely talented and very fun to watch, and she just has so much potential. But Tomoka Inaba, on the other hand, is a very experienced veteran with some harsh moves. So Ane's going to have her work cut out for her in this one.
She is. I think Ane's going to pull out her first win.
I would love to see that.
I really believe that. I really, really believe that.
She did do a lot of talking about how she hasn't had a win yet in Stardom since her debut.
And she looks exactly like the second coming to Tam Nakano.
It was very obvious during the press conference. She had her hair down with the bangs, and she has that like very deep, calming, soothing voice. She sounds very sincere. It was very Tam.
I think that Tam was reincarnated. And
she's not dead.
she's dead in wrestling.
Her wrestling spirit was reincarnated into Ane Kanaya, who needs to go into Cosmic Angels already.
Bro. Does she not? I mean, come on.
She is.
What are we doing?
She's a mini Tam. She needs to be in Cosmic Angels with Yuna.
I'm going to use one more Harry Potter reference. We need a goddamn sorting hat. Because the sorting hat would be able to be like, oh, Riddicle, Reedle, Vigo, head, red, dead, red, Definitely Cosmic Angels.
Yeah.
Cosmic Angels, because...
It would barely touch her head, and it would be like, Cosmic Angels!
Yeah. I mean, it is absolutely Cosmic Angels.
It feels that way to me, too. I don't agree with you that she's going to win this match, though. I think Tomoka's going to win.
Okay. That's another JR.
The next match is Akira Kuragane versus Rina. Now, Rina she was the runner-up last year. She lost to Sayaka Kurara in the finals. Rina's definitely going to win this match. Listen, Akira Kuragane's had some big wins lately. She won that unit battle for Mi Vida Loca. She has been rolling people up with the Yukibari Starlock. She's been doing her greatest work. And then she just faced Hanako for the Future of Stardom Championship. And now she's going to lose to Rina in the first round of the Cinderella Tournament. That's all I have to say about that.
That's all we should say about that.
Rina deserves it, is what I will say.
I think Rina does deserve it, and Rina's been a runner-up.
Yes.
in this tournament and
a semifinalist in last year's 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah,
which is insane.
As we've said before, Rena was on top of the world, had the matches of the year.
Yes,
and then kind of went through shit, and
just kind of fell off the face of the planet.
She hasn't been losing, but she's been in multis, and she's not had any big matches, and it just pisses me off because Rena is money, man, and
she is.
And I'm ready for Rena.
I think the world is ready for Rena, so we're in agreement on that winner. The next match is Ami Sourei versus Bea Priestley. Very much a powerhouse match.
Such an interesting matchup from the history of Cinderella in this one.
Yeah, because Bea Priestley was a runner-up in 2018, and Ami Sourei was the runner-up in 2024. So they've both had the experience in Cinderella, Bea not for quite a long time at this point.
They've both been bridesmaids.
They have Bea Priestley. If she were to advance far and win the tournament, she'd be in rarefied air with Toni Storm as the only gaijins to win the Cinderella tournament.
Another interesting thing about Bea is Bea's history. So her history in Stardom is incredibly successful.
Yes.
She's done it all.
Her first run through, she was red belt champion.
Yeah, she's done it all, and she's already in that Toni Storm category in those things.
Yes.
This past year, as fun as it was to see her return and come back from New York and everything and do everything she's done, she's not had any huge wins, and that's weighing on her heavily. And she said she took the time off, went home in February to kind of reevaluate, and now she's back. And sometimes when people are saying that, they're going to act on that.
Yes, I think she definitely has been thinking hard about how kind of all the things that she's almost got, but didn't quite get there over the past year, like the 5-star and the tag league and things like that.
What I'm thinking is Ami Sourei is going to pull this out. Let me tell you why. I think that what is being said by Bea Priestley is a little self-fulfilling prophecy here of it's not, she doesn't have any success. There is something wrong.
Right. I know what you think it is.
I mean, you know how we were talking the Sorting Hat?
Yes.
Do you think that Sorting Hat would, if for a second, say stars when it got to her head?
No. I don't think Bea Priestley would be put in stars by the Sorting Hat or by any of us.
I think that she's more heel than hate. I think she is Oedo Tai kind of heel.
Right. She's like old school kind of heel. Yeah. I agree. Obviously, we've talked in length about Bea Priestley turning on stars at some point.
Bea, you're a heel girl.
And this could jumpstart that if she just continues to lose. It's like maybe something needs to change. Maybe that something is my faction.
You can be a light, you can be beautiful, and you can still be a heel.
Agreed completely. I'll go with you on that. I think Ami Sourei is probably going to win this one. She's had a lot of success this year. She just challenged for a white belt not long ago. The next match is Hina versus Xena.
It's a rhyme match.
And it's a very interesting match because the styles are very different between these two. Xena, obviously more of a powerhouse brawler and striker. Hina, more like ground-based. She's got the judo and all that. But I foresee Hina winning this match. I think she'll be able to pull it out.
I do too, but this is another one that could go time limit draw for me or double DQ or something. I think I can see this one because they're so equaled.
They are.
They're both the ones that could win or they could lose, and either way, nobody's going to say much.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. They're kind of middle of the road right here in their career, where they could eat a loss or they could get a win. Mm-hmm. It's so strange. But,
it is.
To me, they're very equally powered. Like if they were a card game and we were playing.
Yeah, you play them against each other.
Yeah,
they cancel each other out.
Cancel each other out. I'm with you on the Hina thing, but that gives us all three sisters up.
It does, just in the first round, though.
Yeah, that's true. But, okay, I'll go with Hina.
I just feel like Hina's been on a roll lately. I don't know. I think she has a great momentum to push through the first round at least. In the next match, Lady C will be taking on Azusa Inaba. So Azusa Inaba, one of the few hate representatives in this year's Cinderella tournament. She's very talented girl. She's still very young age-wise. And Lady C is, I think, going to beat her to go on to the next round. Lady C has been working so hard, and I feel like she deserves something like this.
Well, I think you're totally wrong.
You think Azusa's going to win?
I think Azusa Inaba is going to win. I think that Azusa Inaba is actually... I don't want to say this in a bad way.
Okay.
But of the two Inaba sisters, I think Azusa's upside...
is more potential.
Is there already.
Oh, okay. So she's like grown into it faster.
Yeah, potential-wise, I don't know. They're both so talented, incredible, so wonderful. But Azusa Inaba, to me, like in-ring... seems so there.
She is. She's an incredible wrestler. I don't know. I feel like Lady C is at that point where she can get past this first round.
Well, it's another RJ.
The next match is one that I think we're both very much looking forward to, when Miyu Amasaki takes on Rina Yamashita. Now, Miyu Amasaki is the only member of Neo Genesis in this year's Cinderella Tournament because her faction mates, Azumi, Starlight Kid, and Mei Seira, are all out of the country for the beginning of this tournament, so they cannot compete. Azumi is going to England to compete in Wrestle Queendom, and then Mei and Starlight are in Mexico at CMLL, so Miyu's all alone here in Stardom for the Cinderella Tournament, and Rina Yamashita is so funny. She had the same idea as Aya Sakura to be Cinderella, but she kind of took it to another level here. She decided that she wants to be called Cinderella up until the point that she's knocked out of the tournament. So if she wins, I guess she's just going to be Cinderella all the way through. And she's very adamant about it. Even when Miyu was like, "You're Rina Yamashita," she was like, no, Cinderella.
Yeah.
And Rina does have her own unique wish idea that not everyone said, like, I know what my wish will be when I win the Cinderella, but Rina Yamashita made it very clear that if she's to win the Cinderella Tournament, her wish will be for a Cinderella-themed hardcore match in a Stardom ring. And we did put it out there in the past. We were like, we want to see a hardcore match in Stardom. Like, bring that in. Let Rina do her thing, you know? So I think that would be just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it would too. So... we're huge fans of Rina Yamashita.
Yes.
Guys, listen. It's hard to really put it into words.
It's massive fans.
We love Rina Yamashita. I think Kevin's going to win. I think Miyu Amasaki has really just somewhere along the way snapped her fingers and has come along. And
she's really been showing a lot of promise, like a lot of heart and soul, and I love to see it.
And emotion.
Yeah.
And, it's just like she's broke out of a shell. She's comfortable in her own skin now. Mm-hmm. I want to see her win. Me
too. I wouldn't normally say that against Rina Yamashita because I love Rina Yamashita.
I do too.
But in this instance, it's like, I kind of want to see Miyu Amasaki
I think I'm looking at who needs it more.
Yeah.
Rina Yamashita could lose 1,000,000 times, and I'm going to love her just as much.
That's fair.
Kevin, well, sorry. Sorry, guys. Miyu Amasaki.
Yes.
She needs this win.
I think it would be great for her. Morale-wise.
I don't think she needs to win the tournament even. I just think she needs this win by herself while everybody's out of the country.
Yeah.
And no cornering.
Yeah, and she won't have a second.
And she's able to win this straight-up match against this powerhouse in Joshi.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, and I think Rina Yamashita will be hilarious in the going out of this match. Like, if she loses, I think it'll be in glorious fashion.
Yeah, me too.
So, I'm with you. I think Miyu... I don't know if Miyu will win, but I think she should win. And the final first round match on the 7th of March is Kyoka Katatsu versus Saya Ida. Two muscly men.
Yes.
Kyoka she has so much heart and so much passion, and we've seen her do some incredible things in the Stardom ring. When she's allowed to go, she goes, man. Like, there have been moments, more than once, where she has little flashes against people where, like, I want to see that singles match because it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
But then Saya Ida's here. She comes back from a little short stint off just recently, and it's Saya Ida, the consummate underdog, right? And she has the experience edge on Kyoka Katatsu here, very much so. So it's hard to discount Saya Ida in this match.
Oh, Saida's got this.
Yeah. I think she's definitely going to win. Kyoko's going to put on a great show, though. I'm excited to see a Kyoko Kotatsu singles match.
Agreed.
So that's our first round. That's so many matches. We are being treated to a heck of a Cinderella tournament this year. We have the chance for a 2-time winner, possibly, with either Hanan or Sayaka Kurara. We have 3 former runners-up in Rina, Ami, Sori, and B. Priestley, who could possibly win. I think it's just going to be great, great fun.
So my 4 people that I think have the best shot of winning.
Okay.
Is Hanan, Poi, Sayaka Kurara, and Rina.
Those are 4 fantastic picks.
Out of those 4, I truly have thought for 6 months that Rina wins this tournament.
Yeah, you've said it before.
I can't go against the pick that I've said this whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to second guess myself now. I think that it's time for Rina to win this tournament.
I agree.
And go into a card challenging, for a belt that you just not expect to see coming, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Rina babyface as well.
We've been waiting for the Rina babyface turn for years.
I just think that it'd be cool if she came out and challenged the queen.
Yeah. I think story-wise, Sayaka Kurara obviously has the most incentive to win because she wants that title shot and Saya does not want to give it to her.
That's true. And I mean, that story makes a lot of sense. And I've seen a lot of people online thinking that Kurara's going to win.
Right. And have another 2 times in a row Cinderella winner. On the other hand, that would be very obvious to have this giant tournament.
And everybody I've seen says, I don't want this to happen, but I think this is going to happen.
Right. As far as people who've said what their wish are, I'm with Rina Yamashita all the way. Like, I'd love to see that hardcore match. I don't think she's going to win the tournament. But I agree with you. Rina, I think, would be a fantastic winner. I think she deserves it. On the other hand, Hanan, I would love to see win and challenge for the white belt, finally. But there are so many people in this tournament that literally anything could happen.
So, a little bit weird. I think we come back after the 3rd day and see where we're at. Do another episode and really give the last rounds there, give the picks and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to because between the 8th and the 11th, we'll have a couple day break. So I think we come back after round 2, we reevaluate, we see how wrong we were, and then we repick everything.
Or how right we were.
We might be spot on.
We are.
You never know.
You never know.
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about all of these matches.
Yes.
It's going to be a huge show next time. Three nights of a tournament.
Yes.
Holy all those singles matches.
So
it's going to be crazy. So hopefully you guys are buckled in because it's going to be a wild ride this Cinderella season. Make sure you're following us on our socials at Cult of Joshi because we will be tweeting about all of these matches. Whether we watch them live or not, we're still going to tweet about literally everything because we can. And if you're listening on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel and give this video a like and leave us a comment who you think's going to win the Cinderella Tournament 2026. Who would you like to win? What kind of wish would you like to see? We want to know it all. We love hearing from you guys. But for now, that's all we have. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!